Just everything is going so nicely. She wishes so hard. How do I get out? I feel really silly right now. Oh, I'm not wearing my mic. I was saying that I feel silly. I feel really silly right now. Guess what we're doing today? School pictures. Why am I holding this? So corny, but I love it. I don't know if you guys have seen the AI like high school photos that have been going around. There's this app called Epic, E-P-I-K, and I never hop on this stuff, never. But I was seeing it and I was so jealous and I was like, I want to do it. So I ended up with a bunch of images, but here are two. There's this one first, which obviously vibes, right? And then this one as well. Well, guess what? Today, I'm going to be recreating them. We're gonna get as close as we possibly can, and I'm just excited about it. I thought it would be like kind of a cute thing to do, like recreation in general, but also maybe potentially for Halloween if you, I don't know, it's an idea, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna be using it as a reference. We're gonna do the makeup first, obviously, and then we're gonna complete the outfits. My name is Alex, for those of you who are new. Let's just get started. It's hot in here. It's hot, it's too hot. It's too hot for a sweater vest today. Too hot. Okay, baby Alex, if she grew up with YouTube. So I'm gonna start off with my favorite duo from Smashbox to Prime, the primerizer, and then the photo finish. I'm gonna use a little bit more of the primerizer than the blur, but I really love this combo for just like a full, super flawless base. I've really been kind of just obsessed with it. Just palm of the hand, never do that. I'm kind of obsessed with the like generic school photo blue background. To be honest with you, I might keep it. I'm just misting my sponge with a little bit of Fix Plus because it's been sitting for a little bit. I need to rehydrate. So I am going to use, as always, my Smashbox Always On foundation. I have 3 shades and I just like still I'm not entirely sure what to mix to get like my perfect shade. I have F10-0, F30N, and F20W. I feel like if you mixed all of these together, it would be my shade. But I'm just like, I'm not mixing 3 different colors, you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna do F20W and F30N with just like a little bit of F30N. I hope that my billowy sleeves are not super distracting to the microphone because they're like right next to it. Just a pinch. So I've changed some things about my technique, my makeup technique recently, obviously, because like it wouldn't be me if I didn't change things every 30 seconds. That's how I'm able to continue making videos, because I change my technique every 30 seconds. But yeah, I've changed things. I'm doing my concealer last, as my last step. I used to color correct, then do foundation, then do concealer, and then move on to all my other cream products. And I'm doing it at the end. I'm doing color correction and concealer at the end of all my cream products. So if you want a video, an in-depth video on why and how, and the results, let me know. Oh, why do I keep forgetting about these lights? I have hair lights because I realized that my hair was always looking, I was like, why am I getting these fresh bleaches and then not lighting my dome? Oh, I look like a pirate right now. Better, much better. Look at that hair, so much better. Okay. I really can't imagine. I can't imagine if I grew up in high school having makeup tutorials. I think people like started makeup tutorials and YouTube and all that stuff like on the end. I graduated high school in 2009. So like I know a lot of people started their YouTube channels around then. And I was very late. I didn't even have like not access, but I never watched YouTube until like, I don't know. I was like sophomore or junior year of college, probably junior year of college. So like 2011, maybe 2012. Yeah, I feel like I didn't really do much with my makeup until like senior year of college. I don't know. I have a horrible memory though, so I could be completely wrong. Oh my God, she's so cute. And look, my head is so much round. I mean, this isn't even an actual photo of me when I was young, but my face is just so much rounder. I'm gonna do some contouring. I'm gonna use Anastasia Fawn. She's so cute. Fake me is so cute. And then a little bit here. I don't want this area to look too hollow though. If I had contouring in high school, I would have been unstoppable. Because I was such an artist when I was in high school. I was probably like, I was very quiet. I very much kept it to myself. I feel like the only thing that anybody knew about me really was that I was an artist. And girl, I would have crushed it if I had makeup tutorials when I was in high school. Like, don't get me wrong, I wore makeup, but it was nothing like what kids today. My go-to was concealer always, because dark circles. That was like my first makeup product. Lots of black eyeliner and mascara. Lots of it. I feel like I wore maybe some blush. I didn't wear bronzer. I didn't wear foundation. I don't remember ever wearing any kind of a powder. I feel like it was just that. I didn't do anything to my brows. I just overplucked my brows. And then bronzer, just a little bit of bronzer. Same deal. I'm gonna use the, I've really been loving this. Where did it go? Oh, yes. It's literally always right in front of me. This is Merit Beauty Sienna. Scene, sorry, not Sienna. So, since these are photos of me, AI generated photos of me that are generated using actual photos of me, the makeup style is like basically what I do. Oh my God, I almost just said euthanizing. I'm gonna make it a little bit younger. So there's gonna be a little less definition, a little less product, not so ridiculously glam. Taking a little bit of that bronzer on that brush and dusting it just over the top of my nose. So less focus on contour, more focus on bronzer, but basically like, this is my makeup, you know what I mean? I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Barely Blushing blush, cream blush. I'm gonna apply that with my Dominique Cosmetics sponge, and I'm just gonna pop it like right here. That's where it appears to be in the photo. It's a little bit more like, not necessarily super high, it's a little bit more on the sides of my cheeks. I'm starting with this one because the makeup in both of these images are pretty much the same. There's just like a little extra in the second one, so we'll come back at the end and just kind of like add a little bit. What was I gonna, oh yeah, my nose. So for my nose contour, I've been using this Make Beauty Eye Shaping Stilo in the shade Altitude, and it's so good. It's like the perfect color for contouring like my coloring. It's perfect. I wish that I had this color in like an actual contour stick. It would be incredible. I just realized that I didn't contour my lips, and I'm gonna do that just a little bit. Just down here. And then just a little bit on the top. So this shaping stilo, it looks like they like brought my nose up a little. I'm gonna contour my nose as usual, but I'm gonna make it a little less like intense, I think. Round this off a little. And then I'm gonna pick it up using this brush and just really gently bring this in a little tiny little bit. I feel like these images made my, well, it's hard to tell. It looks like they made my nose a little less high relief, a little more low relief, if you know what that means. Like it looks like it comes down in a little bit more. I think that's good. I'm just gonna lift it a teeny bit more. So for my brows, I'm gonna use Kosas Brow Pop. This is in the shade Soft Brown. They don't make my brows like particularly thick, just kind of like fills them in the very center of the brows. Oh wait, this is too red. Shit. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of that over here so that everything is uniform. I don't want one eyebrow to be more red than the other one. Oh, that was too much for that one. Yeah, it's way too warm. And then I'm gonna switch gears to Auric Cosmetics in Ash Brown. So I'm just gonna keep the pencil right in the center of my brows, focusing that product at the tail. And then just really gently brush that out. Okay, concealer. So I'm gonna do a little bit of color correct. I didn't color correct when I was in high school. I wish that I had known. I'm gonna use a little bit of LA Girl Pro Conceal in Light Ivory, just in the hollow. And then I'm gonna blend that out using one of my Sigma brushes. This is the E27. So I'm focusing this color corrector in like the absolute darkest area, which is this like whole inner part that comes down into my like tear trough. So I'm gonna use the House Labs concealer. This is in 02 Golden Affair. I'm gonna finish with my eyes, so I'm just gonna pop it in like some areas around the face that I want to do a teeny bit of highlighting. And then I always like to start off with the area that needs the least amount of product and to work my way to the area that I want the most amount of product, because as you're blending this stuff, your sponge picks up product, you know? So if you're like trying to blend, or if there's an area where you just don't need as much, do that first so that you're not accidentally applying way too much by picking it up as you move around your face, you know? That makes sense? That's loud. Under eyes, same thing. I'm just gonna place it right in the tear trough. And before I blend it, I'm gonna get my setting powder ready, which is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. And I always use my MAC 240S brush to set. So I'm gonna load up my brush so that it's ready to go, so that I can just like go in and set immediately. I'm focusing in that very inner corner. Then whatever's left over, I'm gonna slowly blend this this way. I'm gonna slowly blend this up in here a little bit. If you're like me and it's really difficult to like get into this inner area, just use a brush to kind of like blend that out. And typically I take this like very much down the side of my nose. I'm just gonna take it like right here, not like super close. And then I'm gonna go in with my powder. All right, I'm gonna spot conceal now. I'm using my Rephr 03 brush and I'm just mixing together a few different concealers to match specific areas. I have a very specific video on this that I will link in the upper corner of the video if you have no idea what I'm doing and you really want to know. And then I'm gonna set the rest of my face using my Prism Libre Givenchy powder. I personally prefer applying this powder with a brush. This is the Sigma F67. Wait, right? 67, yeah. You can use the little puff. I like to use the little puff if I don't really bake ever, but if I do any kind of little sculpting, you know, like sculpting of my cheekbones and stuff, that's when I like to use the little puff. And I'm dusting this pretty much around my entire face. I just breathed that in. Too much. I'm dusting this pretty much around my entire face because my skin in all of these photos is like a little bit more on the matte side, not so dewy. So I'm gonna use the little powder puff. I'm gonna pick up some of that powder, just dip it in the powder, and then I'm going to do a little bit of sculpting because high school, I'm telling you right now, if I had this kind of makeup when I was in high school, I would be baking, okay? I would be real glam. As it was, I was real glam, like in terms of doing my hair and stuff. And I did wear makeup, like I went in for sure, but you know, glam today is just real different, real different. Okay, and I never let that stuff sit for longer than like a few seconds, to be honest with you. I pretty much always will place it down and then once I'm done placing it everywhere, I go in with a brush and just dust, because I would say that it works pretty quick. Now I'm going to use this brush. This is from the Sigma Samantha collection. This is the tapered contour brush. I'm going to use this with a little bit of NARS San Juan. just to like kind of, I don't know, just for a little extra. Just a little extra. And I'm barely dusting, barely touching my skin. Just a little dust. Kind of bring it all together. Dude, wait till I get this beret on. I'm gonna look so freaking cute. Okay, I'm gonna prime my eyes using Urban Decay. I guess we'll go in and do the eyeshadow now. So this is the primer potion. I don't know, I definitely wore eyeshadow. I did, but I'm honestly getting like high school and college mixed up. I know in college I did like a really intense old school, like warm smoky eye with like a black, like a thick black cream gel wing. That was very much my vibe. I did that makeup look basically every single day. In high school, I feel like it was just eyeliner though. Eyeliner and mascara. Like, I don't really remember. I mean, I know I wore eyeshadow to like school dances and stuff. Maybe I did. I really just don't remember. So this whole situation, I'm going to pick up a little bit of that Givenchy powder and set that area. Just so I've been getting some tiny little, I think it's probably from the retinol eye cream I've been using. Getting these little bumps on my like upper lid, just underneath my brow. And it's like making blending impossible because it just, like any little bumps makes the powder just like really stand out. So I just want that to be like as smooth as possible, you know what I mean? First I desperately need, where did my Auric go? My lips are feeling dry. Look at that, that blue is just like really pretty. Just looks nice. I don't know, should we keep it? I ran out of my Lush lip scrub that I always use, my like holiday one that I love. I really need to re-up because I don't know what to do without a lip scrub. Like I just don't know what to do. Okay, my nose is looking a little bit dry, but it's not the end of the world. All right, so typical Alex look. I think I'm gonna dip back into, I have this palette from Kosas, it's the Undressed palette. Ooh, which really like, just everything is going so nicely. And it has these beautiful colors. Look at these beautiful colors. I love the like, this is like a beautiful like contour. Actually, I could probably use that to contour my nose. But yeah, this more like khaki tone, like these colors are really beautiful for my skin in particular. So I think I'm gonna use this. Whisper is so nice. Oh, okay, what the fuck am I doing? The same thing you always do. What are you talking about? This is a photo of you. So I'm gonna start off with Whisper. Oh, am I? Yeah, fuck it. Let's start off with Whisper. So I'm gonna start, where did it go? Right here? This one? Whisper? And then I might go into this one. And it might just be those. No. I might go into the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. I don't know. It depends on how this looks on my skin. I'm gonna place this all up in here. Oh yeah, that's quite cool toned. Oh, that's gonna be perfect for contouring my nose. Very excited. That's like basically the same color as the Make Beauty pencil or Stilo or whatever the fuck. Too light for what I want. All right, love it, but I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, which is back. It's back. I don't know how long it's gonna be back, but this is such a good palette, you guys. When they said it was limited edition, I was so upset, but it's back. So I'm gonna use this color, which is my fave. Place it in the crease, bringing it in a little, blending into my typical shape. This might be a little too cool toned. And then using my Sigma E36 brush, pick up that same color. I'm gonna run this the bottom side of my lower lash line, so just kind of cupping this area. Okay, because that's a little cool toned, I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna pick up a slightly fluffier brush, also Refer, this is the 15, it's just like a little bit larger. And I'm gonna grab this like kind of peachy color, dust over that a little higher, because that's where I see most of the warmth in the photo. Same little Sigma brush, bringing it up a little higher, so kind of filling in that gap on the lower lash line. It's very funny that I'm doing right now a transformation tutorial to look like me. I'm gonna grab a slightly smaller blending brush. This is the 14, also from Refer. And I'm gonna pick up this warm brown color, a little terracotta in there. Run that just through the crease just above, so just keeping it centralized here. Adding that warmth. I think that looks a little bit better. I'm gonna use Rare Beauty. I'm gonna mix these two from Rare Beauty and Lighten and Exhilarate. So using my Refer 26 brush, I'm gonna tap back and forth between those two colors. Place a tiny bit in the inner corner. I'm gonna wipe that off and just blend it a bit. My brow bone. I always forget how like glazed these highlighters are. Damn, dude. It's another thing that I would have had a lot of fun with. I actually remember in high school, was it in high school? One of my friends was like, you don't even need highlighter because your face like looks highlighted where it should. They made that comment. And I didn't know what highlighter was, so I didn't even know how much of a compliment that was at the time. But then I remember, I think I saw it in like a magazine, like Cosmo or something, and I was like, oh my God, thank you. I beg to differ now. So I'm just placing a little bit of highlight in all the areas where I feel like I can see it in the photo. Including cheekbones, even though I can't really see it, but like I'm not gonna highlight the rest of my face and not do my cheekbones. Oh, high school Alex wishes. She wishes so hard. She wishes so hard. But also I kind of love that I didn't grow up with like editing and filters and stuff like that. Thankful. Thankful. Definitely didn't stop comparison and feeling shitty about yourself though. It looks like there isn't really much on the lid. I can't really tell. But I have this topper from the Ethereal Eyes that is so gorgeous. This one is my fave. Obviously you can kind of see which ones these two I use so much. I'm just gonna pick it up on my finger. Place a little bit on my lid. Because I can't really tell, but I feel like it needs a little something. Just a little, just a little. And this topper, the like actual pearl is like relatively close to this color. It's just got reflect, so it's not gonna look too light. Just gonna catch the light nicely, you know? I'm just curling my lashes a little bit before I apply so that I don't have to get super close to the base and pull off all my eyeliner. And then I'm going to use the Dose of Colors Trevor collab. He has this a black liner and then a white liner. I'm gonna use the black one to do my winged liner. I kind of want to wear lashes, so I think I'm gonna apply a regular mascara so that I can enhance with just some like segments on the outer part. So I'm going to go in with, where did it go? My Give Beauty mascara, just like one even coat. Oh shit, I should have set my face before I did this. Whatever. So for my little lash segments, where'd they go? Oh, they're right in front of me, as always. Tati Lashes. Tati Lashes, these little lash segments, they have a clear band. They don't have the little knots, which I really hate. I think I'm just gonna use 12 and 10, maybe? I'm using the Melt Cosmetics Lash Glue. Yeah, just the 10, just the 10s. Just the 10s, just a little something, something. Nothing crazy. She was modest in high school, okay? She's not trying to draw too much attention to herself. Everybody leave me alone, all right? All right, and then I'm just gonna finish with a couple of 8s. Well, just one of 8 on each. Okay. I am going to finish off my brows. No, I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna use Urban Decay All Nighter. Now I'm gonna finish my brows. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and set them with my soap, like I always do. Pears soap, Sigma Lash and Brow Comb, or brush, or whatever the hell it's called. They're not like super laminated or anything. I'm just gonna brush them in place so that they're like nice and uniform. Not too thick, not too thin. Okay, I'm gonna let that set. But first, I'm gonna finish off my lips. So I basically just like have a gloss on and then like maybe a little bit of lip liner. So I'm just gonna pat around the edges so I can go in with lip liner, but the Auric is totally fine for this. This is a freaking thing of basically all just like the exact same color lip liner, but they're all so different. And it's like impossible because when it's like this, they all look the same. And how am I supposed to find? How am I supposed to find? How am I supposed to find? I'm looking for Peri Para right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Ha! Found it. All right. This is Peri Para Peri Para Milky Brown, and it looks pretty similar to like what? Just the coloring of the photo. Okay, I think that's pretty. I think I'm just gonna go back in with the brow pencil and just kind of like amp up a little bit of the definition in areas where it was lost when I was kind of like brushing it out. Wait, why am I so cute right now? Man, I wish I could have looked like this in high school. I'm obsessed. I think I overlined my lips a little bit too much, but I also think that they made my lips a little less plump than they actually are, which rude. Ready for the finished look? Zoom out as much as we can. Oh fuck, I need to learn how to tie a tie. Shit. How do you tie a tie? I don't know how to tie a tie. How to tie a tie.
Knots. And what you want to do is you want to take the wide end of
I'm
the
not
tie.
ready, I'm not ready.
And generally you want to make the wide end of the tie twice as long as the narrow end. Each on the narrow end. So that the wide end of the tie, the loop that's created by your neck.
Oh, word.
Keep everything straight. Over the tie.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know what I'm doing. This is way too big. Damn it. That's Amazon for you. Pin it or something. Fuck. Giant safety pins. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Oh, yep, got it. Fuck you. Oh my god, I feel like we did it. Okay. All right, so this is the finished look for the first high school one. You should see how clamped up. I literally used clamps for my backdrop to tighten my sweater, and I pinned the hell out of this hat to make it like not quite as gigantic. We got close, okay? Cute outfit. Very like Cher Horowitz, right? Horowitz, is that her last name? Love. So now I'm gonna adjust. It's not quite as like effortless and nice looking as this because these outfits look like thrifty, vintage, but I got as close as I possibly could. So now let's switch gears to some rocker shit, okay? I'm stuck in the tie. How do I get out? Ha. Fuck you. I know you can't hear me. My mic is on the ground. I don't know what I'm doing. Now this chick is a troublemaker. She's a problem, okay? She gets in trouble. Just a couple of little changes here, just a teeny bit. So I'm gonna take my sponge, my makeup sponge. I'm gonna go over my highlight on my cheeks a little bit, just to tamper that down a little. Because this chick is not trying to be super glowy, okay? She's not trying to impress anybody. She's trying to fuck shit up. I'm gonna pick up this shade from the Mario palette again. And I'm gonna use, once again, my Rephr 14 brush. I'm gonna really amp up the darkness in here and then bring it out. And then swoop it, so it's just a little darker, a little bit more mischievous. And then on the lower lash line, I'm just gonna use my Rephr 23 brush. I'm gonna grab my Hindash Beautopsy palette, and I'm gonna pick up the black shadow on that tiny little brush. And I'm just gonna stamp this along my lashes, mostly on the outer part. I'm not gonna connect it up or anything. But in this image, this chick, this Alex, has dark, super dark hair. So I'm just adding a tiny bit of that kind of like definition that dark lashes naturally add. The wing is basically the same. I'm gonna make it just like a teeny bit longer, because why not? Not by a lot, but just like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like a little something. And then, using my NYX, oh, if I could ever find it. There's a downside to having like NYX brow tint pens in every single shade. I can never actually find the one that I need. And you know what? It's probably on this desk somewhere. Just, oh no, it's right here. Gray black, I'm gonna use gray black. Because again, dark hair. I'm just gonna amp up, starting at the tail, amp up these brow hairs and this color. I don't want it to end up looking like super heavy or anything, so I am going in and drawing individual hairs, but just deepening that color up. Is there anything better than bleached hair with dark brows? The answer to that riddle is no. There is nothing better. Not a single thing in the entire world is better than that. This chick is a bitch and I love her. This is what I wanted to be when I was in high school. But instead I went to high school every day in like sweats and flip-flops. I just want to add a little bit of duochrome to the lid. Something a little extra, even though it doesn't even really exist here. So Danessa, I've got my Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 3 palette. And like, everything kind of looks gold. So I think, maybe it was Martian. Yeah, I'm gonna use Martian instead for just like a little bit more of that cool tone. And I'm literally just gonna use my finger and pop it right in the center of the lid. Yeah, it just adds like a little bit of, something. Right in the center, and then just kind of like tapping or blending whatever's left over into that first shimmer. Just, she feels like she would be wearing duochrome. You know what I mean? So if we refer to Exhibit A, there's this tiny little spot on the eye where it's just like a highlight. It's just like a little highlight, probably from like, I don't know, the eyeball or something. I don't appreciate that they made my eyes super dark, but it's fine. I'm gonna recreate that just like right here in the center of my lower lash line with these little guys from Get Stoned. These little like silver sphere, half sphere things. Just because that's going to be my interpretation of it. So it's a tiny one, so I'm going to use the smallest one. This would have been smart before mascara, but... And then I'm using their little applicator, little waxy situation, to pick it up and pop it on. Okay, just some euphoria vibes. Very subtle. Yeah, just like that. Look at, oh my God, so cute. I love it. You can like hardly even see them. They're so tiny, but it just like mimics that little like highlight in the photo. I'm so funny. Okay, now the lip is a little darker. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Lisa Eldridge Fawn on my lips, and then I'm just gonna blend it with my finger. And then I'm just gonna take a teeny bit of, what's this? Blush? Like that. Do the same thing. And then I'm just gonna go back in with Peri Para to like redefine slightly. I'm gonna go in with Givenchy Rose Perfecto, something, just like a lip balm. Oh shit, it's a pink one. Ooh, and it does smell like rose, damn. I guess that's fine, that's fine. I'm gonna use my Berry Some blush, just because the blush is a little more for this one. And build it up a little bit more here. Oh, I wish these were shorter. This is how I know I could never shave my head. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I took so many photos and stuff in this wig, and now it's just like an absolute mess. It's all up in my, I have paper towels under here. Cause okay, you know when you buy a really cheap wig on Amazon? I don't know if any of you, what the effing fuck? I don't know if any of you have bought a really cheap Amazon wig before, but they're always really flat to your head, like super flat, and it's very unflattering. So to give it volume at the crown, I put paper towels under my wig cap, but it clearly didn't work all the way, fit all the way under there. So I got this I got this leather jacket from Levi's, and then I just added a bunch of embellishments to it. Some like pins and shit. I'll try to link everything down below. That I got basically everything on Amazon, including the wig, with the exception of some of the jewelry, but I got a lot of the jewelry from Amazon as well. You can't really appreciate my sword earring, but it's in here. So this was very fun. I can't handle this. I can't handle this thing happening on my head right now. I can't handle it. I need to take it off. This is why the idea of cosplay sounds so fun, but I hate wigs. I hate wigs. As you can see, like this is just a mess. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you decide to recreate any, like if for Halloween you decide like I'm gonna recreate the AI high school photos, please let me know, because I think it's like so funny. Like I just think it's very fun. I know it's corny, but it was so much fun. And I enjoyed fully transforming into those images. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment and subscribe and do all of the things, turn on notifications, because it really helps me out. And let me know what you want to see next. I have lots of real Halloween tutorials coming. Even though people don't seem to love them that much, I do. So I'm gonna do them. All right, guys, that's it. Bye. I can't with that right there. This is ridiculous.